Hi folks, welcome back. I'm Ant. We are playing Life is Strange Before the Storm. And we are going into episode 2, which is Brave New World. We played Awake last time out, over the last couple of streams. And to recap, you are introduced to a younger Chloe Price than in the first Life is Strange game, set I think 3 years beforehand. You are sneaking into a gig out in the forest. You bump into Rachel Amber, who was mentioned obviously in the first game quite a lot. And the first episode is basically about forming a friendship with her, but Rachel takes you on a little journey into a park, and you discover that her father has apparently been cheating on Rachel's mother. And the episode ends with Rachel setting fire to the forest, which is why we get this lovely intro screen here. But yeah, let's crack on with Brave New World. Start episode. Ooh, click the right button. It'll probably say the little thing that this game's all about choice, which it is, but you can't rewind time like you can with the first game. So the choice you make is the choice you kind of get.
Previously on Life is Strange Before the Storm. I can't believe Firewalk is playing a show at the old mill.
I'm gonna teach this little punk some manners.
Hey! Dickhead!
Get the fuck out of here!
Between your grades and your disregard for my rules, I see you slipping. I'm worried.
We don't have to like each other, but you will respect me.
Hello, Blackwell.
Chloe, do something! Hey, do you know if Rachel is a gamer? How would you like to join me on a little field trip?
Don't be surprised, Chloe, if one day I'm just out of here. Let me know if you need an accomplice.
Damn, they are really going at it.
You remember that guy that we saw under this tree with that woman? That was my dad. And that woman was definitely not my mom.
There we go. Nice little recap of the previous episode. Principal Wells.
Miss Price, how good of you to join us.
I'm so sorry we're late. My shift ran late at the diner and then... just... sorry.
Let us proceed. One of you here is new to the Blackwell disciplinary process, and the other is all too familiar with it. Blackwell's code of conduct is built upon a foundation of mutual respect meant to foster an environment conducive to education and enrichment. When that respect is violated...
Reality check time. Yesterday did actually happen. I ditched school with Rachel Amber, and then Rachel really did start that fire. And that was after we actually agreed to run away from here. Right?
Are you paying attention to me, Chloe?
What?
Miss Price, the last time we met, an agreement was brokered. Do you recall what that was?
Let's be typical Chloe.
Are you asking, or is that rhetorical?
Disrespectfulness. We agreed that you would rededicate yourself to becoming an exemplary Blackwell citizen.
We did?
In the event that you were unable or unwilling to do so, we also agreed that it would become pertinent to reassess your future status at the Academy. Despite all this, you engaged in the following actions yesterday. Insubordinate language. Disregarding posted signs about trespassing on the stage. Implications of possible drug-related activities.
What does that mean?
Yes, what does that mean?
It means Miss Price has developed a reputation as a user of marijuana, and I would strongly recommend you take a careful look through her room at home. Shall I continue? Attempting to sabotage the academic goals of one of our top students, Victoria Chase.
Academic goals like doing her own homework? Because I thought Blackwell had a zero-tolerance policy on plagiarism.
Excellent suggestion. Stricter punishment for students who violate Blackwell's code of conduct is next on our agenda.
Now hold on. Why is Chloe being punished for someone else's plagiarism?
The infraction involved both students. Victoria will be reprimanded as well.
Yeah, I bet.
For her plagiarism, Miss Chase might have been suspended. Might have. If Mr. Prescott, Nathan Prescott, hadn't spoken to me on Victoria's behalf. And we have witnesses saying Miss Price was also involved in a bullying incident of the same Mr. Prescott.
That's rubbish. Chloe was helping.
The hell I was. I stood up for that little weirdo.
I suppose that's one interpretation of events.
Say what you will about my daughter, but she is not a bully.
Maybe you should be talking to Drew instead of me. You know, the guy who actually did what you're accusing me of.
Mr. North's situation requires sensitivity. It will be handled separately.
And Chloe's situation is less sensitive?
I do not discuss other students' situations. We are here to discuss your daughter and her actions.
Convenient.
Let's... Oh god, what do we do? I think we go on Joyce's side. Joyce has been sticking up for us here.
Mom, you know this is all bullshit, right?
I'm beginning to suspect that myself.
I am sorry you feel that way, but your daughter's misbehavior is real and serious. And yet, even with your prodigious disciplinary record, Miss Price, we needn't discuss any of it.
We needn't?
No, because you severed your relationship with Blackwell the minute you left school grounds without permission.
What does that mean?
It means you forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe. I have no choice
I
but
made
to...
her do it.
What? What?
What?
What?
Yesterday was all me. My idea. I was having a bad day. I needed to blow off some steam, and I took it too far. Chloe tried to talk me out of it. I've been down that road, she told me. You're better than this.
Some good acting
But I
going on here.
wouldn't listen. See, Chloe was afraid I'd get in trouble or hurt, so she came with me. But only to keep me safe. I'm just sorry you got caught up in it, Chloe. That you allowed me to drag you down to my level. Can you forgive me?
Oh god, do we play along? Do we play along? Yes, we'll play along, I think. Rachel wouldn't be doing this if she didn't want us to play along.
Yeah, sure. We're cool.
Thank you. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
Chloe, is this true?
Oh god, this is the big
It's
decision,
true.
isn't it?
Totally not true. She really is an amazing actress.
Miss Price?
Yeah, we'll play along.
Fine, yes. It was her idea, but it's not like she kidnapped me. We were in it together.
Miss Amber, based on what you've just told me, I have grounds to punish you. Are you sure what you've told me is the truth?
Yes.
This can't be the full story, Rachel. Ray.
Just to be clear, Miss Amber, You're sure Chloe Price didn't coerce you, or...
Coerce her?
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of why someone like Rachel...
Oh, I think we're clear, Principal Wells. Someone like Rachel, but not my daughter.
Excuse me?
Do you have a list of students you assume the worst about?
Go Duron.
Go, Mom.
You have no right to treat Chloe this way. This is because she's on financial aid, isn't it? Oh, I get it. This is about Blackwell's money troubles. Will you be dragging every other scholarship student into your office today as well? Tell me, will unfounded rumors about drug use also be mentioned, or is that only reserved for my daughter?
Damn.
Let's all just calm down.
After everything she's been through in the last 2 years, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Miss Price.
Mrs. Price.
Mrs. Price, I appreciate your position, but I assure you, it is only your daughter's past behavior that has led us here today.
I understand, Mr. Wells. There is no doubt that Chloe's behavior must improve. But given what we've just learned about the negative influence she was under, I hope you will allow her just one more chance.
Miss Amber, I am as surprised as I am disappointed in you.
I understand.
This being your first infraction in no way reduces its severity. Still, we will not be suspending you at this time. But you have squandered our trust. You will no longer be my administrative assistant first period. And you will no longer be involved in Blackwell's performance of The Tempest.
No.
What? Are you insane?
Your discipline is still pending, Miss Price.
Ray, she loves that show. Since this is her first infraction, don't
Mr.
you
Amber,
think,
I don't tell you how to run the district attorney's office. Please don't tell me how to run my school. There's a reason we have understudies for all circumstances, accidental and deliberate. I'm sure your understudy...
Victoria Chase.
How fitting. Yes, I'm sure Victoria Chase will do fine.
That is
What
such...
was that, Miss Price?
Chloe is upset for her friend, but we are both grateful that she is not going to be unduly blamed for what happened.
There is plenty of blame to go around. Chloe's future at Blackwell will be discussed next. Unless you had something to add first, Miss Price.
Oh god, this is the decision, isn't it? Oh, we can do a back talk as well. No, this time around I think I'm going to go with Rachel.
No. Nothing to add.
I'm glad. Though Chloe may not have been the mastermind of yesterday's events, it was, as I prefaced, the proverbial last straw. In light of your many past transgressions, I have no choice but to suspend you for the rest of the year.
But it was the other girl's idea. She confessed.
And she will be punished accordingly, but that does not absolve Chloe of her responsibility.
You know what? I used to think Chloe was exaggerating about you, but now I see that she didn't go nearly far enough.
Mrs. Price, let me remind you that Chloe's case for reinstatement begins now. Her actions and those of your own will be weighed carefully when the time comes. Do you understand me? Both of you.
Let's be blunt.
I understand that you're a fucking...
Chloe! We understand, Mr. Wells.
I will have Skip Matthews escort you to clean out your locker. You may wait outside my office until he arrives. That is all. Good day, Mrs. Price. Mr. and Mrs. Amber.
Ray.
Come on, Chloe.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Meet me at the junkyard later?
You bet.
I didn't get the chance to introduce myself. I'm Joyce.
Mrs. Price.
I'm Rose. This is James. I'm sorry we had to meet like this.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sure for you this is an unusual circumstance.
We really should be going. Nice to meet you.
Mom,
I'll see you in the parking lot.
Hey, Chloe. I'm supposed to walk you out.
just you and me. Hey, Skip.
Fuck 'em. Bunch of fascists. Hey, just wanted to say, it sucks what is happening to you.
Thanks, Skip.
You're gonna be missed.
I don't really care about any of this shit. Except my secret stash. Might as well grab my emergency joint while I'm here. Wonder who will grace this space after me.
Sign it.
Trusty keeper of my graffiti pens. You've served me well. Love how every time someone tells me how much potential I have, it's right before saying how I'm wasting it all.
Get rid of it. Everything in the bin.
Dad got Bongo from the rescue shelter. Then he got run over by a car. Moral of the story, no one's ever really rescued.
What else we got? Doodles.
I had big plans for adding to this collage. Oh well. Having Justin as my locker neighbor was one of the few not shitty things about this place.
More stuff for the bin. That as well. Geometry. Get out. And that. And that. There's the stash.
Jackpot. Wait. What the hell?
Or not.
Damn it, Justin. Fuck every inch of this place. I wish I could tag it from floor to ceiling. But with Skip watching me.
Bathroom. Then I'm out. Cool?
Okay, but try to make it fast, will you?
Love this sequence. Awesome song. Really cool sequence. Oh god, there he is with his muscle car. Badly parked as well. What do you call that? Across the damn lines. Oh, there's Spam Face. Can't be bothered to talk to him.
Later, Skip.
Later.
Looks like David's here. Awesome.
Right. Okay, so, hang on.
Another letter to Max. That I'll never send. At least Journal Max won't abandon me the way real Max did.
This game really makes you dislike Max. Right, what have we got? We have... Oh, we had a message, didn't we? Oh god, we got loads. Wells... okay, yeah. There's a wildfire. Wonder who caused that. Blackwell's not affected. Rachel. Oh, they've already been texting. Let's have a look. This is all this morning. Still this morning, 19 AM. Wells. Okay. We'll get revenge. We will indeed. Firewatch. Active Class D wildfire not contained. Road closures. Elliot. Oh god. Can't keep doing this to me. Yeah, you do feel bad for Joyce as well, but part of the game. Oh god, what's that?
Max would have loved this shit.
The future needs excellence. Principal Wells. What have we got?
Drugs are free here. Man, why didn't anyone tell me before?
I see what you did there, Chloe. It's all the stage gear for the play. Oh, we can graffiti a light.
What could the Tempest use more of?
Anarchy. I think she's feeling
All
an
that's left is to get
anarchic
arrested.
mood. I wonder if you see that in the play later.
Blackwell's criminal element strikes again. Better go before Wells pins it on me.
Yeah, we're not going to speak to him. Just can't be bothered. If there's the option not to. What's the bumper sticker say? My other vehicle is drama. Bloody hell. Is that Justin's car?
His head much?
No,
That
suppose
has to be Skip's car.
that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay.
It's about damn time.
Shut up.
David, please. I'll handle it. Chloe, after today,
Chloe, your mother and I have been talking.
Yeah, could we do this later?
Can we do this later? I don't think I can handle another fight right now.
And who do you expect to handle things for you? Your mother?
this isn't a fight, Chloe. It's a conversation. Remember that.
I don't need a conversation. Not with Sergeant Asshat here. I just need some space.
Do not use that language with your mother.
If my mother has something to say, she will say it to me.
She has. The problem is, you don't listen. Maybe if you try listening to me, instead of fighting me about everything, you might actually learn a thing or two.
What? Like how to have no job? Or how to be a soldier?
Soldiers put family and future above self and now. Getting kicked out of school? That's what losers do.
David, that's out of line. You weren't with us in there. Chloe was treated unfairly.
Now you're making excuses for her? Chloe needs to take responsibility.
I decide what Chloe needs, not you. Right now, what I need most of all is for the two of you to start getting along.
Chloe, I care about Joyce very much. I'm willing to forgive you for the incident yesterday.
Thanks for dropping me in it, David.
If you improve your attitude going forward.
Incident? What incident?
Chloe was incredibly out of line. She insulted me, swore at me. But with an apology, I'm willing to start over.
Do we apologise to David? He's opening the door. Again, like, you can't... If you've played the first game, you can't play this game without having at least a little bit of time for David. Let's just try and be nice.
Reset button pressed.
I am glad to hear it.
I can't remember what happens if you
I will be
nasty to him there
your
either.
mother in a few areas, like making sure that you are no longer abusing drugs or alcohol.
David, do you really think now is the right time?
Joyce, please. We must be a united front.
Mom.
Chloe, I'd like you to empty your pockets and place all your belongings on the trunk of the car.
What the fuck?
If we are going to start over, we have to know that you are not abusing drugs. If you're not, you should be eager for the chance to prove it.
Mom, you saw how I was treated in there. Now you want to treat me the same way? I don't need more discipline from you. I need my mom.
I know, Chloe, and I'm sorry, but David feels...
Joyce.
We feel this is the best way to start fresh.
Let's go, Chloe. Quit stalling.
Well, we haven't got any drugs on us, because we didn't buy any from Frank. And we don't have our joint from the locker, so...
Fine. You want to see my shit so badly?
It's going to backfire on David. Apart from maybe that money.
You know what sucks even worse than invading someone's privacy? Doing it for no reason.
You're awfully smug for someone who just got kicked out of school.
Oh, David. Chloe, I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
Let's not roll David into it straight away.
I forgive you. You were under a terrible influence.
I just worry about you, but that's no excuse.
Deep pockets. Yeah, I know. It's quite a lot of stuff for skinny jeans. Hello, Looty here.
That's enough out of you, David. We need to start treating each other better. And that means all of us. We need a new beginning. A new chapter. One that will involve the three of us together.
What does that mean?
We both agree that the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
That sounds more like your decision.
No fucking way!
Chloe, after everything that's happened, I'm at a loss. I need help.
Exactly. We need a firmer hand steering this ship.
Talk to me, Chloe. Tell me what you're feeling.
What do we have? Both of these seem kind of Joyce friendly. Being Chris, hello. I love this game. I've played it before. Let's just make a decision. You're trying.
You're trying. I
Yeah,
get it.
I absolutely love this game.
I swear I do.
I think it's probably
and
my
I've been making it harder
fourth
for you.
playthrough, maybe. But first on stream.
But this is not the answer.
It's the only answer I have, Chloe.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me. I'm sorry I took that for granted.
I'm not choosing anyone over anyone else. It's about the three of us having a home together.
It'll be better than you think, Chloe. Once everything's running smoothly, you'll see what a stable home can be like.
Yeah, I have started playing Life is Strange 2. I've not been playing it on stream, but I've just played the 4th episode last weekend. I was kind of holding it off, but yeah, don't quite enjoy it quite as much as the first couple of games. But because I think I don't relate to the characters quite as much.
Hey!
There is no home. Not if he's there.
Yeah, I don't feel like I relate
Chloe.
to the story as much.
Let her go.
Not that I'm
She'll come home as soon as her tantrum is over.
Not that I'm particularly similar to Max from the first game or Chloe from this one, but it's a lot easier to relate to a teenage drama when you've been a teenager than it is to people running away and avoiding the police. What do you think about David? Just before you started, just before you came into chat, I was saying
How do you know which way is up when your
it's
whole
difficult
life has been turned upside
to
down?
hate David too much in Before the Storm, because when you played the first Life is Strange, you know what he's like. You know he's a good person, and you know he really cares about Chloe, and he cares about Joyce, and he helps Max and all that sort of stuff. So it's difficult not to kind of metagame it and just treat him well throughout this entire game. But then
Blackwell's done with me.
this is set 3 years before, so
Go home anymore.
you shouldn't have that prior knowledge, and Chloe should treat him however Chloe feels, I suppose.
Is this junkyard all I've got left?
Yeah, he really doesn't help himself. He is a massive, massive jerk, and he does treat Chloe a little too much like a private in the military. I think he's just not very good socially. Anne Bonny. I don't know what the number plate's a reference to.
Ugh.
You can fix this. Driven worse.
This thing is a mess. But maybe I can fix it. If this beast will ever run again, the first thing it needs is a new battery. Wonder if I can find one around here.
Let's just check my messages. What do we get? Mom. Yeah, and you know, Joyce is trying her best as well. Just been streaming the first one. Oh my goodness, I think it's challenging. Yeah, it's it's tricky. Like there's some big deep decisions in that, and certainly without spoiling too much, but I think the first kind of really big tough thing happens in episode 2, is it? And yeah, I mean, I didn't know games could do that at first, and then I think episode 3 maybe winds stuff back a bit, but then you've got another mega difficult decision in episode 4 right at the start. And episode 4 just hits you like a sledgehammer. That one's like, it's it's difficult to keep your composure playing that episode through.
Guess I was pretty pissed at Rachel last night. Amazing that someone I just met could have made me this angry.
We're looking for a battery.
Max and I used to go there all the time as kids. I think it shut down, but who knows? I wonder if I'll ever ride one of these again.
Yeah, you're not missing anything, Chloe.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're a long way from the beach.
Tell you what, it's a pity that car's not in better working order. That'd be a cool thing for Chloe to cruise around in. We got light bulb.
I always wanted a pet snake. Instead, I got David.
How long have I been streaming here on Twitch? I think a couple of months, maybe. I was kind of not really doing it for any particular reason, just as a way to get back into games and possibly share them with people, really. Because I don't kind of... I basically, all the people I know who play games are all people online. Like, none of the people I know in real life are particularly gamers, so it's just, yeah, a way of sharing that experience. That battery looks not very good.
This one won't work.
Most of it's trying to escape. This... Oh yes, it's looking more promising.
What are you trying to hide under there, Hood?
What other games do I like? Mostly racing games. Most of the stuff I play are racing games. And it was the first Life is Strange a couple of years ago, which kind of gave me a bit of a kick into playing stuff that weren't racing games. I used to in the past. I kind of grew up playing Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy and other kind of story games, but Life is Strange was... I kind of went into it completely blind. Didn't know anything about the game whatsoever, but it came up on Steam and it said the first episode was free, so downloaded it and was instantly hooked. And so now I try and do a few story games and then little indie ones here and there, and then mostly racing games still. So I've been playing a bit of Wreckfest, which is awesome fun. And I think primarily I'll continue playing driving games of all different sorts. But it had been about a year and a bit since I played the first Life is Strange and this one, so I decided to get back into them and do a bit of streaming. There we go. Clank. Positive terminal first. Apart from anything, the story ones are a bit more chilled. I'm not actually into kind of fighting games and stuff like this. What I like about Life is Strange is you play it a bit like a movie, really. Sort of make decisions now and then, and otherwise kind of watch it and enjoy it. Have I picked different choices this time around? A few. That's the great thing, because every little bit of dialogue influences things ever so slightly differently. And I love Chloe's excitement here as well. Yeah, so I think I've picked some differently. I think there's still an ending in this one that I've not experienced.
This thing needs more love than I can give right now.
But I don't know if I'm
In the
too
meantime,
interested in
maybe I can
playing
spruce
through
it up
that
a
way.
bit.
I might just play through some of the ones that I've done in the past. What's Rachel saying? Chloe Price. Cool. Right, we have to fix... Oh no, that's leave. Hole in the floor.
While an escape hatch could be nice, I should probably cover over this massive hole. Probably a good idea to cover over this with something.
We've got light.
Maybe there's another light bulb I can put in here.
Well, we've already found one. It's just around the corner. Anything else? Hello. No, that's probably it, isn't it? Cool. Oh. No. Yeah, so we found the light bulb
Let's see what else this trash heap has to offer.
before. And there's that beach towel. That will do for something. Right, and grab that. One of those.
You might not work. Then again, I hardly ever work.
Where's that beach towel? Yeah. No, let's go for that. That's probably the seat cover, isn't it?
This could cover that torn seat and look awesome doing it.
See, even this bit, I like that the game gives you a few different options of stuff to cover the seats and floor and whatever with. So I don't think I've grabbed that beach towel before. I think there's like a flag somewhere around. Welcome mat, presumably for the floor.
You should cover that life-endangering floor hole quite nicely.
Better than welding it up, am I right? Okay, I think we've got all the bits we need. Yeah, I can't remember what other bits you can... The floor mat might be the only thing you can cover the floor with. But I think there's like a pirate flag on the... Is there a pirate flag on the boat? Sure, there's... Yeah, so I think that's the other thing you can stick on the seat.
Better head back to the truck.
We'll not turn the radio on, because Twitch loves muting the songs in this game. Okay, cool. Right. Crikey, I wouldn't lean all over that seat until you'd put a cover on it. Floor's done. Ish. There we are, that's nice and colourful. And finally,
This thing looks like a rusted out shopping cart. Probably drives like one too. That's if it ever does drive, which seems questionable. Still, how sweet would that be?
Rachel?
Yeah?
Bryce,
Oh.
it's Frank.
Oh. Hey, Frank. What's up?
Yeah, just checking in to see how you're doing.
Really?
No. Listen, we've got some business to discuss. Where can we meet?
What about? Oh, like drugs?
Price.
I'm hanging out in the junkyard, north of town.
The junkyard. That's great. Stay there, I'll see you soon.
Okay. And Frank?
Is everything cool?
I'm not in trouble or anything, right?
I don't know. Did you do anything you should be in trouble for?
Like, in general, or to you?
I'll see you soon.
The good thing is it's been quite a while since I played this, so I can't remember exactly what happens next.
Time for a hard-earned smoke break.
Thanks, Bean Chris.
Does your truck look like an aquarium on wheels? Didn't think so. You only get one chance to make a first expression.
We're going for... let's go for frightening.
This'll give intruders something to think about.
You're about to die. I think that's... I think both the options there are on Chloe's truck when you pick up Max later in the... early in the first game. Honk. Untitled Goose Game. Let's have a cigarette.
In my own time,
A bit more daughter.
I'm trying to reach out. I know I'll get there soon. There's a hole in the earth here. And
Okay, Rachel made a bit of a mess, didn't she?
around the edges, you were flaunting all your open wounds. I can't express them better than you. You have buried childish qualities. Friend, make sense of me. Friend, make sense of me. I have many destructive qualities. Friend, make sense of me. Friend, make sense of me.
Back in Dreamland.
Shit. I slept all day. What the hell?
Bit of a premonition there. Some good fire effects in this game, which is handy because there's a hell of a lot of fire.
Dad?
Let's take a stick. Front end of a car would make a good barbecue, wouldn't it? Got the bonnet. Have all the coals where the engine should be. don't think I've ever noticed the kind of screaming in the background there before. Slightly disturbing.
Isn't it? I can't look away.
Sure.
Don't pretend you're not mesmerized too. See? You're so drawn to it, you don't even realize the danger.
Danger?
You speaking metaphors?
Fire blinds us, just like darkness. But darkness blinds with absence, with loss.
What does fire blind with?
Beauty. But sometimes, there's a greater beauty yet to come.
Incredible.
Fire is jealous, Chloe. It wants all the beauty for itself. That's why you need to be careful.
Careful of what?
Of getting burned.
Wouldn't be a Life is Strange game if it didn't freak you out now and then.
Hasn't anyone ever told you not to fall asleep with a lit cigarette? You could start a fire. So, are you gonna invite me in? Or what?
Do we flirt?
I don't know. I'm not supposed to give rides to strangers.
What if I promise you free candy?
Hop in.
I think I said it last time, but I still love the expressions in this game as well. It's probably the best of the Life is Strange games for those just little kind of facial expressions and movements and stuff like that.
Damn, you've been busy.
It's nothing. Just some junk I found lying around.
A rainbow towel? A freaky red light?
I wonder if there's another
That
bulb you can fit.
is dark.
Too dark?
Perfect dark. Chloe, this is incredible. I can't believe you found us an escape vehicle already.
I hope.
That's the hope. But it doesn't exactly drive yet.
You'll figure it out. And while you're at it, we're also gonna need some money. You know, to buy stuff.
Uh-huh. Car and money? Anything else you'd like?
Luckily, there's no rush.
True. And no Blackwell.
Holy shit. That Wells meeting. I'm so sorry. I can't believe he actually suspended you.
Really? I'd say it's like the most believable thing that's ever happened to anyone in the history of forever. I'm just so pissed about the play. How could they let Victoria Chase jack your role?
Because life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Yeah, totally.
At least Wells has no idea what really went down with us last night. Shit got pretty wild.
You did start a massive fire, yes.
Rachel, that was more than pretty wild. You went absolutely nuts last night. What the hell were you thinking?
I was angry. I didn't expect the whole stupid park to go whoosh. But now you're in on it too. Accessory after the fact. Unless you tell on me, of course.
I'm no snitch. I'd be way happier going to jail than having to live at home with Dictator David. He announced his plans to move in this morning.
Oh, Chloe, that's awful. I'm so sorry. You know what we both could use? Therapy.
Therapy.
You start. Kick back and tell me what's bothering you.
Well, Doc.
What do we go for? It's gonna be David, isn't it?
There's this dildo with a mustache who's been dating my mom, and now he thinks he's moving in with us. How do I stop him?
That's a hard one. I'm not sure there's really anything you can do.
I don't think I've ever
What the hell
noticed
am I
that pun
talking
before.
to you for? Just because you can't stop him doesn't mean you don't fight back. The resistance begins now.
Alright.
You're going to need a new nickname to mark your enemy. What have you got?
Step douche. What we used in the first game.
He's, step douche. Because he's inserting himself where he doesn't belong. Also, he's a douche.
Poetic. May I also suggest stepladder?
Why stepladder?
Because he climbs on your mom every night. Ew! And pretty soon, they'll be stepping down the aisle.
What the hell kind of therapist are you?
Sorry. It's called shock therapy. Highly controversial.
Bit more therapy.
I've been booted from school, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about it.
You mean how to cope with your feelings of anger and disappointment?
No. I mean, how to express my feelings of intense joy.
Uh-huh. Do you think you might be taking this a little too well?
You tell me. I'd say I'm exceptionally well adjusted.
I'd bet my therapist's license that no one's ever called you that before.
Touché, Doc.
Yeah, why not? All the dialogue.
So, my new friend, who everyone thinks is perfect, did something batshit fucking nutso last night. What do I do?
This perfect friend of yours, who I'm assuming is also an exceptional beauty, sounds like she may have been inspired by someone new in her life. Someone who is also, may I add, a knockout in the looks department. Perhaps this friend of yours, who, I reiterate, must be just stunning, needed someone in her life to teach her.
How to steal wine from yuppie picnickers?
How not to give a fuck. Because she was tired of having to give so many fucks all the time.
That makes sense. That was actually somewhat therapeutic. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure delving into the mind of Chloe Price.
And now it's your turn. Tell me all about what it's like being daughter of Arcadia Bay's most famous scumbag.
It sucks.
Too blunt? Sorry. I do that sometimes.
Nah, I'm just... I don't know. Can we talk about something else?
Of course.
Truck. We're sitting in it.
I kind of fixed the truck a bit. That might mean I have life skills, something I've really tried to avoid. Upshot, I'm closer to becoming a car thief.
That's pretty badass.
What else you got?
Do you think there's a point when you've been acting so much that you don't even have your own personality anymore? You're just whatever you think other people want you to be.
I think you have a personality.
I wasn't talking about me. My dad doesn't really exist. You saw him in Wells's office. The whole thing is a performance. And now I'm starting to feel like everything in my life is bullshit. But he's still my dad. How can I make sure I don't end up like him?
I won't let you.
You just need someone around who likes you for who you are and isn't afraid to call bullshit when needed.
Well, let me know if you find any candidates for the job. Shit, it's playtime. Gotta go clean out my dressing room for Victoria. Not exactly the role I thought I'd be playing tonight. Oh well. Hey, I was thinking that after the show, maybe we could go do something. Just you and me.
Something criminal?
Criminally fun.
I'm in. Wait, you forgot your bag.
It's for you. Just a little survival kit for your new life on the lam. Drive safe, Chloe.
Home away from home.
Hello, Junk Shack.
Right.
Time to check out Rachel Amber's mystery bag.
Let's have a quick look around first. There's a perfectly good windowsill there, Chloe. What have we got? Oh, that's that. Tapestry. Bit of wallpaper. Anything else? Oh, okay. Don't want to leave just yet.
A bag full of clothes. Guess I need those.
Do we? Oh, we do. That's how you do things.
Nothing like an abandoned shack in the middle of a junkyard to make a girl feel like exploring a new wardrobe.
What have we got? Bonus outfits, I think. What have we got? Puncto. Illuminati. Hot Dog Man. Let me go for Puncto. Forgot I had the deluxe version. Yeah, that'll do. What do you want, Frank? At the junkyard, okay. Let's see what graffitis we've got. Okay. Hood with a view. Have we missed that opportunity already? Shopping list. Close the door. Okay. Right. Let's do that first and then go and see Frank. Have you, though, got any darts? Where has this mysterious camper van turned up from?
That's the woman we saw with Rachel's dad. Weird.
Yo, Frank! It's Chloe. I don't know the secret password, man. Is the password drugs?
Price, get your ass in here.
Dude! It smells like piss in here.
Shut up.
You have a rough night or something?
Every night's a rough night. I've got a notebook in the back somewhere. Go get it for me, would you?
Who was that one? Ah! God. Jeez, man.
Get my notebook, Price. Then we'll talk.
On the road with Frank.
Now I'm fetching things for Frank. How low can I go?
Look at that view.
It's always hard to tell what Frank's thinking. A betting slip. $1,200? Way out of my league.
Damon Merrick. His name coming up again.
So Frank's a fellow survivor of Blackwell. Who knew? Fight the power. Sorry, Frank. I didn't know it was your RV when I wrote that. Ugh, gross.
Those were my beans. That's a reference to the first one. More beans. Jesus Christ, Frank.
That's an insane amount of beans.
It is. What the flipping hell are you doing with that many beans? Also, Chloe, close the cupboards. They're going to all fall out.
Bomb sauce. For the man who enjoys searing pain with his drive-thru order. What does Frank really need to remember?
Oh, I can't remember either of these, but I think that one's quite good.
Got it.
Yeah, that one was quite good. Nice drawing, Chloe.
Apparently, Frankie's a werewolf. Part of a balanced breakfast.
Come on, Chloe, turn around.
I guess Frank subscribes to the hiding in plain sight philosophy of drug stashing.
We won't steal off Frank. That's probably bad news, isn't it? Did you just walk? You're standing on the beans, Chloe.
Wait, Frank got a puppy? For real?
Okay, that's where the pea smell has come from.
Ah, man. Rachel the therapist would have a field day with this.
Mila Kunis single. Frank, please. Megan Fox single. Oh, is that? Oh well, I don't even want to. I don't even want to know.
Shit. The mill burned down.
And a bunch of dogs died by the looks of it. It's not good.
Jeez. That's an expensive dog.
Okay, that's Damon as well. Right, okay, so.
It's okay, little guy.
Oh shit! Pompidou, get up here!
Pompidou?
You little killer.
Oh, Elliot, sod off, please. Get the message, man. Oh, what's just in one? Friday got busted yesterday for smelling like weed. Okay. Where's that book? There it is. What else have we got?
A swingy, flippy instrument of death.
Wow. That pillow is definitely dead.
Frank and his BFF. That's adorable. A throne fit for Frank. Guess Frank finally gave up on the steak.
Why would you buy loads of steak for a dog anyway? Like, dog food is that not an obvious food for a dog?
Is this what I think it is? Ah, shit. I'm in the red.
Not as much as Drew is, though.
Time to find out what Frank wants to discuss. Is this it?
Have a seat.
Pompidou, huh? That's one badass name for a dog.
It's French.
French for what?
Does it mean, like, tough guy or something?
Do I look like I speak fucking French?
Frank's looking
Okay.
a lot less bedraggled in this game than he did
Who
in
was
the
that
first
woman?
What woman?
The one I saw coming out of your RV?
Oh yeah, I meant to introduce you. Her name is Mind Your Own Fucking Business.
one. Yeah, we're definitely going to backtalk Frank for that.
Rachel would want to know more. I bet I can convince Frank it's harmless to tell me.
I know. We went through this tutorial in the first episode.
Dude, I'm just curious. What's the big deal?
Idiot. I make money by being discreet.
He made no promises.
It's not like you signed a confidentiality agreement.
Oh,
You can be less discreet this one time.
that's not good.
Nope. I protect my clients. Happy customers are the foundation of a good business.
Business. That one?
Hey, so I had this dream the other night about a cloud that swallowed Arcadia Bay.
You too?
See? We're a lot alike, Frank. We've got shit in common.
Sure, I guess. So why are you so
Chick,
hung up on
hung.
this chick?
I'm not. Just hanging with a friend here. A friend I don't know much about. Tell me, Frank. Seeing any girls lately?
Well, I guess you're not asking
Life
for
or
life
death?
or death information here.
That one?
I'm
Yes.
holding your drug dealing account book. You obviously trust me already, so what are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Frank. Talk, and I'll get my mom to make you something special.
Like what?
Something with beans?
How about that firehouse chili of hers?
Beans. There we go.
You got it.
The woman you saw. Her name's Sarah. Showed up a few weeks ago. Causing all kinds of trouble for all sorts of people.
Like who?
It's a little out of your league, okay?
But what kind of trouble exactly?
Forget about it, Chloe. Shouldn't have opened my mouth.
Thanks for telling me.
Whatever. You hear the mill burned down?
Yeah. I, heard some stuff about it.
Crazy. My friend Damon runs the place. He lost a lot of money last night.
How about you? Rather than
How about you?
trying to pry anymore.
Did you lose anything in the fire?
No, but I'll probably get pulled into whatever shit Damon's dealing with right now. Lately, he's been doing some stuff that I don't like, but I don't seem to have much leverage with him like I once had. Anyway, you and I have shit to discuss.
Is this about the $1.75?
What?
The money that I owe you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that. Wait, do you have it?
Be sassy.
Don't you have richer clients to bother?
I should fucking hope so.
Well, good. Because I need everything I've got.
Okay then. Hand over the cash you stole at the mill.
How did you know about that?
Square.
You saw that?
I was 10 feet away, dumbass.
Fair point.
Well?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. If you were waiting on $175, your business must be shit.
You're the least of my problems. Open my notebook. Last page. Should be some entries for a kid named Drew. You know him?
Drew North? Yeah, he's... Holy shit. That's a lot of money.
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Apparently football players eat it like candy.
That's smart, I guess. It pays well?
Go Bigfoots. Problem is, Drew owes $1,000, and he's not answering my calls. You know what's going on with him?
No, we never talk.
No, I never talked to him. Or his type.
No one's just a type, Price. Anyway, here's the job. I'm taking you to Blackwell. Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up. Can you handle that?
That doesn't feel right.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right to go through his room.
Does it feel right that he stole $1,000 from me?
From you or from Damon?
Same difference.
Well, it's not my problem.
I'll give you a 10% cut of the money.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, that was
I'll do it.
surprisingly easy to sway Chloe's mind there.
What's the matter?
It might be a little tough. I'm not supposed to be at Blackwell. I got suspended this morning.
Congratulations. Still easier for you to go on campus than for me. If you can't even do this, Price.
$100 closer to leaving Arcadia Bay. With a bit of cash and the truck fixed, Rachel and I could really do it. We could leave for good. I'll do it.
Good deal.
BRKBD. What does that mean? Oh, Breaking Bad. Ha. References. I think I might call it a day there for now. Been going for about an hour and a half, I think. Seems like a convenient place to take a break.
Didn't think I'd be back this soon. Well, here goes nothing.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to cut it off.
Better hurry up and get into the dorms.
And we'll read that from Rachel later. Okay. Exit to main menu. Yep. Cool. So that's the first bit of episode 2 of Life is Strange Before the Storm. I'll probably return with something tonight. Stream a bit of My Summer Car maybe. But yeah. If you've been watching, thank you for doing so. Thank you for Chris for dropping into chat, and who else? Who else do we see in chat? Looty, yeah. So thank you, Chris and Looty. And yeah, we'll be back with more Life is Strange Before the Storm, maybe tomorrow. But in the meantime, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you later. Bye!